loose ball, and it's going to go. Maddie buries it in the net to tie it. It's good! As we wrap up the broadcast week here, the first week of October, it's field hockey today as Attleboro makes the trip to Durfee. Hello again, everybody. I'm Evan Massoud. Welcome to Mac Aldrich Field at Durfee. We are field level here for pregame, a beautiful afternoon for high school sports. Well, last time you got to see field hockey on TV, it was the DCTV covered game out in Dartmouth about a week ago, and Durfee looked really good in that game, beating the Indians on their home field for the first time in many years, and really, again, kind of solidifying themselves as one of the teams to beat here on the South Coast. Big 3 plays on the horizon coming up. That'll be in about a week or so from now. But this is one of those games that Coach Nicole Henrique was very excited about on the schedule because Attleboro, a tough opponent with regards to field hockey program. The Hilltoppers, have to play some teams that are not always at the higher level, and Attleboro, one of those teams that she feels is going to help the girls as they push closer to a tournament berth. They're coming into play today with 7 wins already, no ties, so the W's helping big time. So they're close to winning that ever so important half of their games. So the playoff berth is on the horizon for sure. We expect the Durfee Hilltoppers to be in the tournament again this season for field hockey. Today, a win would go a long way to help them in the power rankings. We hope you'll stick around. Live coverage coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Stephanie MacArthur, Director of Traffic and Parking for the City of Fall River. As another school year begins, we as the city just want to remind everyone of some of the school zone safety laws. Crosswalks are designed for your safety. Please make sure to use them. Always wait for a crossing guard to stop traffic before crossing the street. Drivers, use caution when entering a school zone. State law mandates a strict 20-mile-per-hour speed limit in all school zones. Parking within a crosswalk is strictly prohibited. By showing respect and patience, we can ensure that everyone arrives at their destination safely and on time. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions and/or concerns, please feel free to contact my office at 508-324-2123. Let's have a wonderful school year.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mac Aldrich Field as just about ready for game time. JV ran just a hair longer than usual, so starting a couple minutes late here, but that's okay. What a great day. Said it earlier in the open there. What a great night here. Great afternoon, evening for high school sports. 67 degrees. It is breezy, as it usually is this time of year, but almost all sunshine. We'll have some natural light here for at least the first quarter, the better part of the first half. But great to be back here, see some field hockey. We haven't seen field hockey on this stadium since the Somerset game. But we did, as I said, got to see the Dartmouth game on the road through DCTV, and that was a fantastic win for the Hilltoppers, and looking for more of the same here today. They are coming off of a loss, but this was another kind of a pickup opponent, if you will, Notre Dame Academy from Hingham. Durfee wanting to play some tougher teams. And while that did snap a 6-game losing streak, they lost 5-1. That's one of those games that, for me, I think, we've been talking about it a lot, playing up or playing at least teams that are, comparable to you in terms of strengths, going to help you down the road. So I like that. I think it's great. Attleboro is a formidable opponent. They're coming in with 5 wins, 4 losses, and a tie. Their 5 wins have all been shutout wins. So that's kind of an important stat here. Durfee's got to get on the board, and you're already helping yourself out in that respect. Clock is running here, 15-minute quarters. Where'd our timer go? Let's see. There we go. Attleboro in their road blue uniforms. Durfee in their home whites. Down the field it goes. A light kick save. Durfee going to get to keep it down in the circle and take a shot. Another save made. And a battle down inside that arc. Hilltoppers take it away, but have to retreat a bit. Hot shot, crossing pass, loose ball in front. Still a live ball. Goalie is on the turf. And the Blue Bombardiers able to get it out of the circle at the very least. Hot shot. Oh, it's going to sail. Bouncing ball is kicked, saved. Comes back out. Still kept down this end of the field. Durfee's offense, the forwards, keeping pressure on here in the early minutes. Now a chance for Attleboro. They make their way all the way down this end of the field, and a whistle will sound. Let's run down the starters for both sides as Attleboro gets the restart for the visiting Blue Bombardiers. Led by head coach Jessica Pink. Number 1, Nia Callahan. Number 2, Bella Soares. Number 4, Kelsey McCleary. Number 5, Cassandra Fisante. Number 6, Megan Huntington. Number 10, Brianna Avero. Number 11, Niall Kerr. Number 14, Tatiana Outland. Number 19, Mackenzie Avero. Number 22, Nora DeRoja. And in goal is Siani Ortez Amaya. Already made a few saves already, has Siani, the senior keeper. For the Hilltoppers, number 3, Talia Oliver. Number 5, Peyton Botello. Number 10, Casey Curran. Number 13, Avery Mata. Number 14, Elia Delisle. Number 16, Avery Lane. Number 17, Alina Emery. Number 18, Jasmine DeSoto. Number 19, Anthony Sweat. Number 25, Lily Cook. And in goal today, number 24, Sophie Dorigo. Durfee at the halfway mark here today. Their first of 9 games on their first of 9 second-half games on their 18-game schedule. They'll have Brockton on Monday, and then a rematch against Somerset before coming home for 3 again. Mansfield, another school getting picked up here on the schedule just for a 1-game matchup case as well. So I really like their schedule, actually. They're very selective with the games that they picked up this year. And, I think it's going to prove to be beneficial when it comes time for the tournament, because with 7 wins already through halfway through the season, got to win half your games. So they only need 2 more wins just to get in. But the goal, according to Coach Henrik, is to try to stay in the top 15 and get a home game. That would be, fantastic for field hockey. They've had to travel, and we've gone with them last couple years. Went up to Wachusett Regional, and we went to Belmont last year. That was not a fun night. It was really not. But in pulling up the D1 power rankings, Durfee at the moment is the 14 seed out of 43 in D1. A chance for Durfee as they get down into the zone, and that'll be a kick that's off the foot. So Durfee will have the restart. Give you some perspective here. New Bedford, if we're comparing, nearby D1 and a conference opponent. New Bedford 33rd at 3-4-2, already lost to Durfee once this season, 5-0. But the Hilltoppers, sitting in a good spot at number 14. They want to stay there. Shot comes in hot. It's deflected. Good save from Ortez Amaya. Wachusett Regional is 3 spots ahead of Durfee right now, mainly due to their opponent rating, their strength of schedule. It's a full 2 points higher than Durfee's, 1.5 points higher than Durfee's, 4-5-1. And Belmont, their opponent last year, from just looking at playoff teams from these last couple years, Belmont was last year. They're 9th right now at 7-2, but again, a strength of schedule situation, a little better than Durfee's, so their overall rating, puts them 0.5 point higher. So that's one thing with the power rankings, and actually seeing these numbers kind of allows you to gauge, where you could play, number one, especially once we get closer. We're only halfway through the season, but it can help you gauge, where you might be playing, who's going to get in, because the records are, official. Someone's really keeping track of these things. So there were issues with that, as many people probably remember that first winter, especially with the basketball stuff, things coming out of Fenway area and whatnot in Boston. But, the records have to be inputted, so what the MIA puts in is official, and then it gives you your, the rankings based on, how many points per game or goals per game, stuff like that. There's a lot of different factors, but the bottom line is that it's nice having it at your disposal, especially once we get down to crunch time. Not quite to the time, for tournament seedings yet. We still have plenty of time, but those rankings are as of Tuesday, so they just came out this week. And Durfee hasn't played since they played on Monday. So those rankings are accurate for today. Attleboro sitting at the 25 seed for the power rankings. For boys soccer, Durfee was at 39th. That was before their win on a 2-on-1, a little too hard down the field. That's before their win against Westport Tuesday, which we covered. So the fifth win may move them up a little bit, but a lot of ties, unfortunately. So that, I think, hurts Durfee just a bit. And they need a little more margin of victory, which will boost their rating a bit as well. So not right now in the top 32. Durfee girls are 43rd. They're at 2-6. Been a tough go of it through half a season for the Hilltoppers in girls soccer. And the same can be said for Durfee volleyball. They're at 4-6. There is a chance for them to get in if they win, if they can win half their games and finish at 500, but they're towards the bottom of the pack. 40th out of 50. Diamond at 4-3. They're number 43. Three and a half to play in the first quarter. A lot of scoring chances for the Hilltoppers here in the opening period. Just not able to get one past Orteza Maya. Brought in by Delisle, and it's broken up. Weaving in traffic, and it is blocked. Curran with a sweet move there to take a shot. And the infraction called against Durfee after the save. Will give it back to Attleboro. Now Delisle sending one. Oliver will earn the corner for Durfee. To Delisle. Takes a shot, and it's just wide to the left. Missing the post. Durfee keeping it down this end of the field. After 15 minutes here at the stadium, no score in varsity field hockey. A 3-minute break in between quarters. We will step aside as well and take a quick break and see you for the second live here on Fred TV. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Mike Labossiere, What's Upper Reservation Forester.
And I'm Paul Ferlin, the Administrator of Community Utilities.
Protecting open space is a benefit today, and it's a gift to future generations.
For over 150 years, Fall River has been a leader in environmental preservation. The southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve ensures forest and fields remain undeveloped and accessible. The Community Preservation Act is a vital component to fulfill climate goals.
Since 2017, CPA funds totaling nearly $1.3 million have been used to acquire conservation areas in Fall River. Educational programs within the bioreserve connect families to nature and promote understanding and respect for diverse culture, history, and wildlife.
Half of Fall River, about 12,000 acres, an area the size of Mattapoisett, is protected water and woodland. Healthy forests minimize flooding, reduce erosion, and provide habitat for endangered species.
As the region expands manufacturing and technology, people are directly reliant on green infrastructure as an irreplaceable source of clean water and air.
Miles of trails wind through unique landscapes which appeal to hikers, cross-country skiers, and mountain bikers. Specific areas are open for safe seasonal hunting. The bioreserve promises endless discoveries and recreational experiences year-round.
CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
Back here at Durfee, the second quarter just underway here as Attleboro put things into play. And a little quicker than the 3 minutes. I had volleyball on my mind, so that was my error there. So, yeah, a little shorter than the 3 minutes. You know why? We have two crew members working today. We have Craig Salvador running camera for our broadcast here right now, but David Montero was inside getting some stills of volleyball because they're playing at the same time, and he just came back to the booth as I was sending it to break in between quarters. So I saw him and started thinking about volleyball because now he's going to be roaming the sidelines here to get some stills for us for field hockey. So, hey, at least you know we're live, right? We're not. There's no pre-taped here, that's for sure. Anyway. I remember going to, joking about pre-tape stuff and whatnot. I went to one of my first concerts was a Billy Joel and Elton John show at Gillette Stadium when they were touring together. And the show before our show, they were in Washington. It might have even been after our show. I forget which one. Whatever. It was right around the same week. And Elton's piano, something broke early in the show, the sustain pedal. So everything the dampers were staying open, and it sounded like mud. And so needless to say, and I can't say, quote, what Billy Joel said to the crowd, but he said, hey, at least you know we're not on tape because this is an authentic rock and roll mess up. It's the G-rated version. And it's true. Always live. There's no playback, none of that junk. And so, authentic live music and being a piano player, I have a lot of admiration for both of them. But same thing here. We're live. There's no pre-taped. So that's part of what I love about it. We can speculate all we want about the matchups and what'll happen and this and that, but what you're watching at home, I'm seeing with my two eyes for the first time as well as it's happening, that's the beauty of live sports. Anyway, I digress. Nice move by Cook. Sending it down in the zone, and the infraction called will give the ball to Attleboro. Back down into the circle quickly. And Attleboro sending it to the far side, clearing it out of play. Oh, no, actually, stays in. My bad. And now the free ball for Attleboro. Quick transition, but taken away. Casey Curran chasing record here, the school record. And so all eyes on her for the second half of the season. She had 4 of the 6 goals in that Dartmouth game we did, which gave her 60 for the year, and is a little bit past that now. So we'll be keeping an eye on a possible record as the second half of the season goes on. Five minutes into the second here. Still no score at Durfee. Told you this would probably be a pretty close matchup. Well-matched teams. Emory. Ball loose down in front. Durfee trying to turn it around, and they cannot. It'll come back out. Free ball for Durfee. That's off a stick, bouncing down low, and it'll go out of bounds. Just got past Emory there. Emory did not touch it, so the good news for Durfee is they get the reset here. Cook trying to get it through that first line of defense, not able to, and it'll now be Blue Bombardier's ball. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Say that, say that 5 times fast. Shot taken down low, another diving save by Ortez Amaya. Durfee has kept her busy, but the senior keeper getting it done here in the first half. Big swing from Cook, quickly cut off. Hilltoppers defense getting back quickly. Nice job there by Sweat. That's Huntington for Attleboro. Blocking it, doesn't know which way it went. Now free ball for Durfee. Well, pretty soon we'll have the lights on here as the Rays of sun no longer on the playing surface. The sun dipping behind those trees, the Weedamo Street Hill. You know, it's so interesting to still look out at the south end of the stadium. And, I mean, never mind, you know, we got used to seeing the structure here for the new building just because the south end of this new building closest to the field house, you know, was the first beams and the first walls to go up. So we were staring at a structure even during construction. But looking out where softball is and still seeing that wide open and no school there, it's just hard to get used to. In 2 years since they knocked that building down. Pretty crazy. Oh, just out of play. Durfee's defense getting it back out, and if the Hilltoppers can move quick enough, they had a 3-on-3. Curran getting by, but needs some help as she's trying to weave through traffic. Nobody nearby. A chance for Durfee, and no, it's going to get broken up. Quick break the other way for the Blue Bombardiers. Crossing pass, and it'll come out of the zone and roll out of bounds. Nice job there by Delisle. Knocked that one down. It's taken back into the zone, though, by Avero. Brianna Avero, that is. That one gets by. And a foot race to the ball. Who will get there first? And it is Curran. Curran has some help breaking towards the goal. Going to take a swing. It's batted down by the defense and cleared away. Under 3 minutes to go in the half. First half that is really flown by as we've had no stoppages because there's been no goals. No timeouts used. So real-time action here. Down in front. And a corner coming with under 2. Oh, great save again. Less than a minute now as Attleboro trying to get back up the field and slowed up for the moment. That's a good pass and a chance for the Blue Bombardiers. Kept in a very light kick save. It stayed inbounds along the goal line. And a corner coming now for Attleboro, which will likely take us to the end of the half. And pressure situation for the Hilltoppers, who really have controlled the pace of play. But now Attleboro with a chance here. The clock will go to 0, but they'll get the play off. They will still have the corner. So here we go. Bouncing ball in front, and it will go at the end of the half. Man, that's a killer. Had a bad feeling about that when that was coming through. It said, gosh, Durfee's been solid. They've been getting scoring chances the whole first half. And then kind of a cheap bouncer makes its way through. So 1-0 Attleboro in untimely fashion, that's for sure, at the half. We'll see what Durfee can do to answer when we come back from the break. It was International Walk to School Day yesterday, and Fall River, the only community in the Commonwealth that has been at 100% participation since it started. And, of course, our camera was there. We caught up this year with the Tansy community, so we're going to cue up that piece. Stay with us for a moment while we do that, and we'll have that for you now. And then we'll see you on the other side of the break. You're watching live field hockey on Fred TV.
We have 100% participation, and this is the 12th year in a row that we've been able to do this in Fall River.
It gets them like in the right mindset for a positive day, and just like they see that we care about them and they care about us, and it sets us up for a lot of success.
Often I've walked with students when they do their walk to school, and with the walking school buses as well. Yeah. And there are family adults that walk with them, and I hear parents talking with their child all the way to school. And it's exercise. It allows the students to arrive to the school more attentive, more ready to learn. This is a proven fact. But you also have some quality time, that a family adult has the time to talk with a child without a cell phone in their hand, without a TV in front of them, without an iPad in front of them. They get a chance to just have a conversation.
So what's awesome about this community is they come to everything. So really just putting out Parent Square messages and letting them know that what the day is ahead of time. Even this morning, sending them a reminder, hey, it's our day. We got beautiful weather, come on out and join the walk. And they show up, it's awesome. We won the Attendance All-Star Award from the state, and we were actually #1 in the state. So we had hundreds of people show up for that. So that kicked the year off great. We have a brand new playground being built. The kids are excited. It shows them that we're here to stay, and I couldn't be prouder to lead them.
Fall River Public Schools has opportunities for positions in multiple areas for people looking to work with the next generation. Come grow with our team. We have openings for teachers, paraprofessionals, and teaching assistants, and other educational support positions available. We are also looking to fill operations support positions such as custodial, security, and food service. We offer competitive salary and benefit plans. We have rewarding work available in our 21st century schools and learning environments. Come grow with us. Please contact the Human Resources Department at 508-675-8420, extension 53708, or see our postings on our website at fallriverschools.org.
Welcome back, everybody. Here it is, the start of the third quarter. Evan Massoud with you here on Fred TV as the Blue Bombardiers scoring first with no time on the clock due to the corner and that weird bouncing shot. Couldn't really even see who got the goal, to be quite honest with you, because there were a lot of bodies down there, and it looked initially like it had been saved. But it got by Dorigo. So really the only blemish for the Hilltoppers in that first half, because they looked good and basically were on the offensive attack the whole time. So that's what makes that goal, hurt even more. The fact that it was on a corner like that. But it is what it is. Clock is rolling. Got to put it behind you. Got to have a, quick, short memory there. Can't remember about it. Can't think about it. Just got to come back here and try to at least tie up the game. If not, maybe take the lead. There's no doubt the Hilltoppers had their scoring chances and really put themselves in good positions to take shots down low, just not able to get one to go. And, eventually if they can keep that up and keep that pressure, you have to think they're going to get one. But now having to play from behind as we begin this third quarter. Lights coming on here at Mac Aldridge Field. As I said, this is it for the week. Just 2 broadcasts on the schedule this week. We have, I think, 3 games next week. Big swing. That one gets toward the middle of the field. Durfee with some numbers. That one sent back out of the circle, but kept up by Delisle. Shot taken, another foot save by Ortez Amaya. She's been very quick. Her reactions tonight on shots taken have been outstanding. It'll be Durfee ball. Big swing there from that appears to be Olivia Fernandez. Was that a number 5? Geesh, the number 5 and number 9 look very similar. That is number 9. I was right. Fernandez. Not a starter. That's why I kind of second-guessed it a little bit. But she got them down that end of the field. Attleboro, that is. Now Durfee will have the reset. But as I said early in the game, kind of one of those interesting things. Always like to look at schedules, see if there's any patterns. And Attleboro has 5 wins, and in those 5 wins, they have not allowed a goal. So that is an interesting one, and it kind of shows, that clearly if they're scoring first, they're able to kind of play their game and play the way they want to play and control the game better. So even that much more important than, get for Durfee to get on the board here. From the 50. Big high lobbing pass down the field. Another chance for Durfee. It'll be whistled. Corner coming up. So the Hilltoppers with a good opportunity now. Haven't seen too many corners tonight, actually. There's some games where we would see like 3, 4 in a row. It really kills the time, too. But by my count, if I'm correct, just 1 for each side, now 2 for Durfee. This is their second. Delisle passing, trying to hook one around, and it is whistled dead. It'll be Attleboro ball. Durfee got it right back. Big swing. Oh, and it goes just wide to the left. Hard hit ball. That ball whistled dead. It'll be a free ball for Attleboro as we near the halfway mark of the third. Big swing. Dorigo with the kick save. Gonna be a corner. DeRozier took a shot and went off of Durfee's defender. McCleary putting it in to play. Passing it off to DeRozier was Brianna Avero. And the Hilltopper is able to clear it out of the circle. Durfee's forwards will move up here after the infraction. Ball still in play. Kept up the field. Looks like Delisle again. Corner here for the Hilltoppers. Delisle passing it off, going to get it back, but didn't materialize. I would like to see her just take the shot. It took way too long to materialize. DeRozier, far side. Lane blocking it, earning the call against Outland. Gets through two defenders, down the field quickly. Cook. Strong pass. Durfee making a substitution. High pass down into the circle. Bouncer played nicely by the Hilltoppers, but it comes back out. Lane. Tight defense from Attleboro. It's kept in. Good stick work right there. Getting by another defender. That looked like that rolled out. Awfully close. Certainly was on the other side of the line. Durfee forging ahead again, but the defense there. Two minutes to go here in the third. And a corner here at the end of the third. Durfee trying to break it up. And they took it away from McCleary. Now, corner here again. Time's going to expire. 10 seconds left in the stadium. Attleboro going to set up on the other side this time. McCleary will get it started. Gonna do it again. And that's it. Third quarter comes to a close here at Durfee. No goals, but Attleboro continuing to hold on to their 1-0 lead here. We will take the break. See you on the other side for the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
The School Administration Building at 417 Rock Street was built over 100 years ago by craftsmen from around the globe.
And Mr. and Mrs. William Brayton, mill owners, raised their 9 children in this statement home.
Decades later, the property became too costly for a single family and was gifted to the Fall River School District. Architects reconfigured the 22 rooms to accommodate administrative staff.
By 2018, this historic structure was compromised, eliciting mold and water damage. Once dubbed the last big house on the hill, this extraordinary piece of architecture was in poor condition.
Care was shown to restore artistic elements, including the circular railing and banister, chair rails, crown molding, antique and oak flooring, and the building is now handicap accessible.
Roof work was the primary concern for the Brayton house. This new pitch surface directs water to a modernized drainage system.
10 years ago, Fall River residents voted to adopt the Community Preservation Act, which allows for a 1.5% surcharge on property tax bills to incentivize history, travel, diversity, and recreation. CPA funds have supported thousands of significant projects in Massachusetts. Thank you for your continued interest in community beautification and betterment.
We are back here at Durfee High School, Mac Aldridge Field, and getting ready for the fourth quarter. A very tightly contested game to this point, as we expected it would be. Durfee and Attleboro battling it out in field hockey. Evan Massoud with you. And the Hilltoppers still down here 1-0. Hilltoppers with just 2 losses on the year. One was to Somerset and one was on Monday against Notre Dame Academy from Hingham. But just down 1-0 here. A tie would go a long way. Kind of surprising, actually. Durfee has not had a tie through the first half of the year, just 7-2. Whistle sounds, and it'll be Attleboro ball. All the way down it goes. DeRigo with the kick save out to the sideline area here. That one will roll out of play. Attleboro returns home on Monday. They're going to host Stoughton. And they'll travel to Taunton next Thursday. For Durfee, home against Brockton on Monday. Then at Somerset Thursday, and then back home they'll have Saturday as well. Saturday the 12th at noon against Apponequet. Attleboro's defense has gotten quite a bit tighter since their goal. The third quarter, Durfee's had a lot of trouble getting some space to set up a scoring opportunity, not like what they had going in the first half. Next week, we'll see girls volleyball on Monday against Brockton here on Fred TV. On Tuesday, girls soccer against Brockton at 6. And then on Friday, we're planning for football. Diamond back here to host their home game against Southeastern. Unless it's torrential rain, we'll be here. If it is torrential, then we'll head over to Diamond and get girls volleyball. That's a hot shot, and it'll go out of play. But the plan is to cover Diamond's football game here next Friday, the 11th. Durfee is home tomorrow. Sent back out of play. Out of the circle, rather. Cook. The Hilltoppers hosting Falmouth tomorrow at 6:30. It'll be the third home game in a row. That game will be watchable on the Durfee Athletic YouTube channel. They will be streaming that from in-house from the Huddle Cam. And a corner is earned here by Attleboro. Hilltoppers 0-4 in football this year after their last loss a week ago when we were here for Somerset. They have 2 October home games. We'll be back for the November 1st game against Brockton. Under 10 minutes left. Hot shot will go out of play. Nothing comes of the corner there that time. Ball quickly gets back down low, and another corner. Whistle sounds, here we go. Big swing. Stopped, kick save. Kind of inadvertent, it went right to Dorigo. Hot shot from Huntington, but it does not get by. Durfee quickly down this end of the field with a scoring opportunity. In the circle, it's cleared out for the moment. Delisle stops it. Cook end around. And be a free ball for Durfee. Timeout. Attleboro stopping the clock here halfway through the fourth with 7:18 to go. Durfee hits the field first. Just under half a quarter left for the Hilltoppers to try to draw even here. Delisle trying to get through. Oh, kept it moving. Got by 2 defenders, and now a whistle will stop play. She'll get the reset, but it allows everybody to move down inside the circle. That ball came high up. And Durfee gets the corner. All right, good opportunity here. Got to make something happen. Last one didn't really develop. That's Mata who will get it set up. We come up on 6 minutes. Hot shot, blocked. That's a great block, and it'll go out of the area. Attleboro with a quick transition down the field. Durfee's defense slow to get there. Hilltoppers very lucky because DeSoto got beat there. Callahan crept in behind her. And now a corner for the Blue Bombardiers. Back out of the circle. Toward the far sideline, and it'll go out of play. It'll still be Durfee ball. Cook taking it towards midfield. Pulls up. Up the field, a chance for Attleboro. One-on-one. And out of bounds. Another corner. And this will probably take us close to the 2-minute mark. Still in the circle. Batted away, out of bounds. 90 seconds to go. And Attleboro will have the restart here. Avero. Nice move. Sends it down, and Dorigo with the save. Kicks it away. Delisle, the spin move gets by, but now it's cleared away by Outland. Callahan trying to pass it off. It's broken up. Back down into the corner, and that may end up doing it. 15 seconds. Down in front, kick save. You heard the pads. Nice job by Dorigo, but not going to be enough. A real tough goal on a corner. Spells doom for Durfee here in a very tightly contested match against Attleboro tonight. Could very easily have been a scoreless tie, but a goal coming with no time on the clock at the end of the first half. A bouncer on a scramble in front. The only goal of the night, and it's in Attleboro's favor. The Hilltoppers drop a tough one, and Attleboro keeps up a trend. They have not allowed an opponent to score in all 6 of their wins. They've had nothing but shutout wins. So if they score first, seems to be going well for them. So Durfee has to kind of go back to the drawing board. The good news is they will have Brockton in their next one. And they did very well against Brockton on September 11th. The first meeting, 8-0 was the win. And hopefully they can use that as a good tune-up for the rematch against Somerset, which will be a week from tonight. We will see you next for field hockey on the final home game of the regular season, senior night against Dartmouth. So we wish Durfee the best of luck here in their next few games. And then we will see you from the field house this coming Monday for girls volleyball against Brockton. For our crew tonight, Craig Salvador and David Montero, I'm Evan Massoud. Enjoy a great weekend.